Hello everyone, welcome back to my review channel. Today I got a couple of comic book reviews to do. First one is Invincible, number 105, new Invincible, and also the new issue of Savage Dragon, issue 191. 191, let's get that in here. Let's start with Invincible. Nothing much really happens with either one of these. It's just a little bit in between stories of what's going on. Invincible, he's not doing much right now. Basically, he foiled a bank robbery and stopped like one menacing dude from getting too close to like a security sensor of some sort. Like there you go. Let's see. Show you that real quick. But he's not really having to do much. Not really any really big bad guys to deal with. Rexplode is dealing with the fact that he's now back on this plane, in this dimension, this Earth, because it was like before issue 100, it showed the story of when him and Monster Girl were in another universe, as it were, and they were like basically king and queen for like hundreds of years there, and now he's back to this Earth, and he's just back to being Rexplode, that, you know, just a regular guy. So it's starting to show a story of him like dealing with just being a regular dude again, when like for hundreds of years he was a king. Other than that, Nolan, Invincible's dad, Omni-Man, he's already captured Emperor Thragg, the last king of the Viltrumites. Now Nolan lets Emperor Thragg go, since now Nolan's the emperor. Now Nolan's an actual emperor now, and he lets the old emperor go, and sentences him to an exile. Now this is obviously going to be going to some story of what's going on, but who's to expect him not to come back with a vengeance at some point? So this is going to be pretty cool. So Nolan says, you know, I want you to see the Viltrumites thrive under my ruling, and show you how it could be. Other than that, it's just, by the end of it, Invincible and his dad are talking about Adam Eve being pregnant, and them two are going to have a kid, like Invincible and Adam Eve. So basically Invincible is just talking to his dad, like, how was it for you? And he just says, you know, it was scary for me, and it's going to be just as scary for you. And that's how it is. They're just like on the moon talking. Let me show you. But that's it for that. Let's show you like the next issue type of thing. That's probably going to be covered for the next issue, 106. But that's that. I mean, this is just a little short in between storylines. First, Savage Dragon 191. Savage Dragon's still in jail, obviously. He's going to be put to death, or is in the process of being put to death for his crimes as Emperor Kerr persona. He's still in jail, in prison. Let me show you a little part. I mean, you know, you see on the cover, Savage Dragon, you know, he's all the normal Savage Dragon that we know. Big arms, muscly guy. In this issue, he has thin, skinny arms, like this. Thin, skinny arms. And it took me a minute to realize it, because there's no editor notes in Savage Dragon. I don't ever really remember there being any, but when it gets to this far, almost 200 issues, you really need editor notes to let the reader understand why some things are the way they are. And it took me a minute. It really took me a minute to realize why Savage Dragon had skinny arms. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, duh. The last issue, Mako ripped off both of Savage Dragon's arms. So in the process, Savage Dragon had to grow his arms back. He can do that, you know, if you know Savage Dragon. He can regenerate any limbs. So when he's regenerating, he doesn't have all of his muscle mass yet. It's like a month. It's been a month, and he still hasn't regenerated all of his muscle mass. So that's why he has thin, skinny arms. He has his arms grown back, but they're thin and skinny. And it took me a minute to realize that. Like I said, it would have really helped if there was like an editor's note, but like, ching, remember he had to regenerate because he got his arms ripped off. It's just something to help new readers really Like, I mean, it even took me a minute because there was no editor's note, but it really would help for new readers if they had editor's notes. Other than that, like last issue, again, when Mako ripped off his arms, Mako got shot up before he could actually finish the job of like killing Savage Dragon, beating him to death. And Mako got shot all to hell, so you would almost assume that he was dead. Well, that's not what happened. He didn't die. They actually like healed him up a little bit, but he's pretty beat up after that, but he's not dead. Right in the middle of Savage Dragon in prison, there is an all-out prison riot, prison break, and a few of the criminals actually get out. And Savage Dragon's like, hey, you can use my help. And then like there's like these robots from Dread Knight's robots. They come in and they do their job pretty well, and they get it all under control. But there's one dude that comes out. He lets Savage Dragon out. It's actual Dread Knight. Let me just find that page for you. Yeah, Dread Knight actually lets Savage Dragon out to have his own revenge. You can see no glare. So yeah, there's a good picture of the skinny arms too. So Dread Knight tries to get his revenge, but that doesn't work. Jill from the Dragon's World comes into play, shoots a hole without actually piercing the armor, but like cracks it open, and then Savage Dragon punches a hole like right through the armor and kills the guy in the armor. So that was cool. Actually killed him. Every time someone gets in these damn Overlord armor, he just dies like this. Then all of a sudden, Dark comes into play in the jail. Like, she hasn't been in the jail. She has no reason to be here except to kill somebody. So she comes in here looking for Mako. Now this Dart is not the original Dart. The original Dart is this Dart's aunt. This Dart is Allison. The original Dart was Jill. Jill was her aunt. So now she's going after Mako in this. And Mako, this frightens her for a minute. And she's like, I don't want to die like Jill. And this freaks her out. And what happens? Really cool. She basically slices Mako in half. If this doesn't kill him, I don't know what would. If this actual isn't the death of Mako, then I don't know what the hell is going to kill Mako. For reals. I mean, look at that. Just look at that. That was really cool. So Dart slices Mako in two and says, okay, now I just need to kill one more dude. That's it. So you don't know, but it could be Savage Dragon. I don't know why, but, you know, it could be. You don't know who she's going after. And by the end of it, even everybody is basically saying the same thing. Get to the last bottom page, Savage Dragon must die. Even for all the rest of the dragon world to survive, Savage Dragon must die. And that's pretty much it for that. That was the last page. It's all culminating. It's starting to culminate. It's not going to culminate at issue 200. It's going to culminate before that. Probably next issue. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be very crazy. But I'm going to make sure you guys know exactly what happens next issue, because it's going to be big. But anyways, that's that. Invincible 105 and Savage Dragon 191. Good stuff. Just little short, quick stories in between probably nothing's going to happen in Invincible for a while, but something big is going to happen in Savage Dragon very soon. Alright, well, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching. Everybody out there, have a great day. Bye.